Hello everybody, welcome back. And guess what? My parts are already set up and they're ready to trim. Now this is not cured out. They've been under vacuum about 4 hours. And it's all dry to the touch. This is when I like to trim it. Okay? Before it cures all the way out. And then my peel ply. And my breather cloth pulls right out. You see where it soaks up all that extra resin? Yeah. Then we take the old Balcom blade. We gotta leave his name, Balcom's legacy. Right? Careful with these knives, man. They are sharp. I like them because the blades are a little flexible and you can get in there and hold them flat on the surface. I've tried every knife you can find at the hardware store. I tried them like this but bigger, tried them like this and huge. I've tried different types of blades, X-Acto blades, and this is my absolute favorite, the Balcom blade. And that's about the cheapest knife you can buy. But these little things are sharp. They're not really for sticking in something and trying to do what old Balcom was trying to do with it. They're not a whittling type blade, they're slicing, you know what I mean? And if you try and do the wrong thing with it, they'll reach up and bite you, man. Plus, I'm made of kryptonite, so no knife can't get me. Oh. Yeah. Ain't no knife can penetrate kryptonite. And we're going to whittle some of this back out, you know, so the pieces can go together. So we're going to trim these down. Man, the last night for Survivor is Sunday night. Survivor's over with. Man. Me and John used to watch Survivor, man. We'd call each other 10 times through Survivors. That's funny. Can you believe she did that? Can you believe this? I'll tell you about the time me and Balcom was fishing. We both used to fish a lot. We both had boats our whole lives almost. The whole time I had kids, I had a boat. One time we was fishing at Marion Lake. They got some nice walleyes in there, man. If you guys don't know what a walleye is like a barracuda. They're long and skinny, teeth that long. And they're meaner than a crocodile, man. They are just flat mean. Anytime we'd go get 3 or 4 big ones, you know, and have them in the live well. I ain't sticking my hand in that live well. I'm going to drain the water when I leave the lake. When I get home, I'm going to make sure they're dead. But they're the best eating fish you can get. Walleye is delicious. But anyway, me and John was fishing at Marion Lake, and it was in his bass boat. You know, they got them big old long bows, ain't very good in rough water. And we're trolling along, fish on. John hooks this walleye, and you know, 30-minute fight. Get him up the boat, and the boat's just, you know, there's 4-foot waves out on this little lake, you know, and the boat's just going bam, bam, you know, and slamming back down. And John's screaming, "Get the net, get the net!" He had this net, man. It was like a bait net, you know them little bass nets, you know, them little trout nets, that's what it's like. It was about that big around. He gets this walleye up to the boat. People, this walleye's head was this big around. That fish was 3 foot long. Now we're talking state record walleye. It was massive. I ain't never seen a walleye half that big. It was huge. And John screaming, "Get him, get him, get him!" Get him in the net, get him in the net. And this fish ain't gonna fit in this little net, man. Ain't no how, no way. And don't forget, the whole time this boat's coming way up out of the water. Bam, bam. And I'm laying down on the front deck trying to scoop this fish in there. And I was trying to get him in the head, you know, just room and pick him up. Well, the dang hook got caught in the net. And all of a sudden that fish started spinning like a gator, man. Snap! Broke his lure in half. Not the hook, the whole lure. And took off. And John says, "I can't believe you lost that fish. I can't believe you let him go." I looked at him and said, "What fish?" "I can't believe you let my fish go." I said, "What fish?" That fish never happened. It was funny. He was mad. But then you know, John, he comes back that next time. He's got the Jumbotron deep sea net that was always in that little bass boat after that. You know, it was always in the way, but he had like the Jumbotron net. That dude was 6 foot across, man. It was funny. That's the biggest walleye I ever seen in my life, though, man. It was monstrous. This is probably the worst part, trimming this back stuff. The rest of it's real easy. But I found if you trim this stuff before it cures, you know, when it cures, this stuff gets hard. And it's a little easier to trim. So I have my time when I like to trim. See? Like my 10 minutes at a time. Oh, I guess we still got some time left. I hit this just right. I thought it was over. Good thing I didn't let nothing slip out. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you back in the shop. I got some more stories to tell you. I've told John. And I'll tell them all to you. We'll see you back in the shop.